Did you know that over 10 million men in the US have dropped out of the workforce in just the past few years? That's a staggering number, and it's not just a temporary trend. Many men are walking away from traditional jobs, choosing to step back instead of climbing the career ladder. But why is this happening? In this video, we're going to explore the hidden reasons behind the shift. From burnout and mental health struggles to the changing idea of success, more and more men are rejecting the 9-to-5 grind. We'll dive into how the modern hustle is replacing traditional work, why work-life balance is harder than ever to achieve, and what can be done to re-engage and reinvent your career. You might be surprised by the truth behind these numbers. So, if you're ready to learn why so many men are giving up on work, and how to turn this into an opportunity for reinvention, stick around. This could be the game changer you've been waiting for. Chapter 1, The Silent Exodus, Understanding the 10 millions of men have given up on work. In fact, recent reports show that over 10 million men have left the workforce in the past few years. This isn't just a small trend, it's a massive shift that's reshaping careers and society. But why are so many men stepping away from their jobs? One major factor is burnout. According to Gallup, 23% of workers feel burned out very often or always. For men, this number is even higher in certain industries. Many men in high-stress jobs feel the pressure of long hours, unrealistic expectations, and lack of support, leading them to walk away entirely. Another big reason is the changing definition of success. In the past, career advancement meant climbing the corporate ladder. Today, many men are questioning whether this path is worth it. According to a study by the McKinsey Global Institute, over 60% of workers want more flexibility in their careers. The old 9-to-5 grind no longer holds the same appeal. Then there's the financial reality. With inflation, housing costs, and the rising cost of living, many men feel like they're not getting ahead no matter how hard they work. For some, it's easier to opt out than keep chasing a system that doesn't seem to reward their efforts. But it's not just about quitting for the sake of quitting. Many are leaving because they're seeking meaning, not just a paycheck. In fact, 64% of people under 40 say they would rather work at a job they love for less money than do something they don't care about for a higher salary. Men are part of this shift, seeking more purpose in their work. As we move forward, understanding why these men are giving up helps us find solutions. It's not a loss of ambition, but a recalibration of what matters. The good news? There are strategies to reconnect with meaningful work, even in a world that feels more demanding than ever. Chapter 2, The Rise of the Modern Hustle, Redefining Success. Traditional career paths just don't cut it anymore. The idea of working at one company for your whole life and retiring with a gold watch is fading. Today, many men are finding success by creating their own paths. This new modern hustle is transforming the way we think about career advancement. The rise of side hustles is a big part of the shift. A 2023 study by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that 1 in 3 workers have a side job. For men, this often means starting businesses, freelancing, or consulting. Side hustles offer flexibility and a chance to pursue passions that traditional jobs don't allow. Digital platforms have made this easier than ever. Whether it's selling products online, becoming a content creator, or offering services through apps, technology has opened doors for many to earn money outside of a typical 9-to-5 job. Statista reports that the gig economy is growing at a rate of 15% per year. That's a huge opportunity. Men are also leaving traditional jobs to become digital nomads. Remote work allows them to earn an income while traveling or living in different countries. In fact, the number of digital nomads worldwide grew by 131% between 2019 and 2023, with many men opting to work from places with lower living costs. Then there's entrepreneurship. Starting a business isn't just for the young, tech-savvy crowd anymore. A study by the Kauffman Foundation reveals that 25% of new entrepreneurs in the US are over 50 years old. Many men are choosing to start companies later in life, using their expertise and passion to build something meaningful. This new definition of success doesn't mean giving up on ambition. It means pursuing it differently. Many men are finding fulfillment in unconventional careers. The key takeaway here is that the modern hustle is about autonomy and fulfillment, not just the paycheck. Chapter 3, The New Work-Life Paradigm, Are We Getting It Wrong? In the rush to climb the career ladder, many men forget about the most important thing, their well-being. The work-life balance myth has created unrealistic expectations. The idea that you can have it all, a successful career and a happy life, has left many exhausted and frustrated. A study from the American Psychological Association found that 60% of workers feel their jobs interfere with their personal lives. Men, in particular, are often caught between the pressure to provide for their families and the need to maintain a sense of self. Many end up sacrificing their mental and physical health in the process. The pandemic showed us just how important work-life balance is. During the lockdown, many workers reevaluated their priorities. According to Gallup, 91% of workers who have the flexibility to choose when and where they work are more likely to report better mental health. This is a powerful statistic. It proves that flexibility isn't just a nice perk, it's essential. But creating a true work-life balance requires more than just flexible hours. It's about boundaries. Men often struggle to set boundaries at work because they fear being seen as lazy or uncommitted. However, research shows that setting clear boundaries actually leads to better productivity. When workers feel they have control over their time, they perform better. So, how do men reclaim their work-life balance? The first step is prioritizing self-care. This means taking time for exercise, hobbies, and relationships outside of work. Another key strategy is learning to say no. Saying yes to everything leads to burnout. By setting priorities and being intentional with time, men can find a healthier balance. Mentally, it's important to redefine what success looks like. It's not just about career achievements. Success is about health, relationships, and fulfillment. Many men who give up on traditional work do so because they're seeking more time for these other important aspects of life. By reshaping the way we view work and life, we can create a new paradigm. One where careers are important but don't come at the cost of personal well-being. The future of work is about integrating both, not choosing one over the other. If you're finding value in this content so far, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We've got more game-changing insights coming up that you won't want to miss. Chapter 4, Mental Health Crisis, the Hidden Barrier to Career Success. Mental health is one of the most overlooked factors in career success. The demands of modern work, long hours, constant connectivity, and high expectations, can lead to burnout, anxiety, and depression. According to the World Health Organization, depression is now the leading cause of disability worldwide, with work-related stress being a major contributor. Many men struggle with mental health because they feel pressured to be the strong, silent type. A study from the American Psychological Association found that 70% of men don't feel comfortable talking about mental health at work. This stigma often prevents men from seeking help, which only worsens the problem. The impact of poor mental health on work performance is staggering. The National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health estimates that stress costs businesses over $300 billion annually in lost productivity, absenteeism, and turnover. Yet, men are often reluctant to address these issues, fearing it could hurt their career prospects. One key strategy for improving mental health at work is learning how to manage stress. Studies show that mindfulness practices can reduce stress and improve focus. For instance, a study at Harvard University showed that employees who practiced mindfulness at work saw a 23% reduction in stress and a 20% improvement in job satisfaction. Another important strategy is seeking support. Therapy and counseling are not signs of weakness, they are tools for better mental health. In fact, 40% of adults who seek therapy report significant improvements in their quality of life and work performance. Employers can play a major role in supporting mental health as well. Companies that offer mental health resources see a return on investment. A study by the American Psychiatric Association found that every dollar invested in mental health programs results in a $4 return in productivity. For men, it's critical to create an environment where mental health is discussed openly. Talking about feelings, struggles, and setbacks should be seen as a strength, not a weakness. Embracing this mindset can lead to more productive and sustainable careers. Chapter 5, Redefining Masculinity in the Workplace, Breaking the Mold. The traditional views of masculinity are often at odds with the realities of modern work. Men are frequently told to be tough, competitive, and never show vulnerability. But these outdated ideals are doing more harm than good in the workplace. A 2022 study by the Harvard Business Review found that men who embraced emotional intelligence at work were more successful than those who stuck strictly to traditional masculine traits. Leaders who could express empathy, show vulnerability, and collaborate were viewed as more effective and were promoted faster. One way men can break free from these restrictive norms is by embracing a more balanced approach to leadership. Instead of pushing for constant dominance and competition, men can use collaboration and emotional awareness to lead teams more effectively. According to a report by Gallup, companies with leaders who demonstrate high emotional intelligence have 30% higher levels of employee engagement. Redefining masculinity also means shedding the notion that work should always come first. Men often feel pressured to sacrifice personal time for career success, but this can lead to burnout and dissatisfaction. In fact, a study by the Pew Research Center found that 56% of men said they would prefer to work fewer hours and spend more time with family, but they feel trapped by societal expectations. Creating a more inclusive workplace also involves breaking down gender stereotypes. Men who embrace a broader definition of masculinity are better equipped to thrive in the diverse and evolving landscape of modern work. A diverse workforce is proven to be more innovative and successful, as multiple perspectives lead to better decision-making and problem-solving. Men should also focus on their own personal growth and development outside of the office. Taking time to nurture hobbies, relationships, and mental health can help men feel more balanced and fulfilled. Research by the National Institute of Mental Health shows that people with a strong sense of self outside of their career are more resilient in the face of workplace stress. By breaking free from outdated notions of masculinity, men can not only improve their work lives but also find greater fulfillment in their personal lives. Embracing vulnerability, collaboration, and emotional intelligence will allow men to navigate the modern workforce with more success and satisfaction. If you're enjoying the insights in this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. The next chapter will give you actionable steps to reinvent your career. You won't want to miss it. Chapter 6, The Path Forward, Turning Giving Up into Reinvention. When men give up on traditional work, it often signals a desire for something new. Rather than seeing this as failure, it can be seen as an opportunity for reinvention. In fact, many men who have left traditional jobs go on to find greater success in non-traditional careers. A study by the Kauffman Foundation found that 54% of entrepreneurs started their businesses after leaving full-time employment. For many men, the decision to leave the corporate world is not about abandoning work, but about finding a new, more fulfilling path. The key to reinvention is identifying what you're truly passionate about. Take time to reflect on what makes you excited, what skills you have, and what industries interest you. Often, the thing that holds people back is the fear of failure, but research shows that taking risks and stepping outside of your comfort zone can lead to more opportunities. A report from the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor found that 85% of successful entrepreneurs attribute their success to taking calculated risks. One powerful tool for reinvention is continuing education. With online courses, workshops, and certifications, it's easier than ever to learn new skills. In fact, LinkedIn's 2023 Workforce Learning Report revealed that 74% of employees feel they aren't reaching their full potential due to lack of development opportunities. For men looking to reinvent their careers, upskilling can be a game changer. Networking is another essential strategy. While many think of networking as a formal activity, it's really about building relationships. Attend events, engage with online communities, and connect with people who share your interests. According to a study by LinkedIn, 85% of jobs are filled through networking. Building connections can open doors that you might not even know existed. Lastly, consider pursuing entrepreneurship or freelancing. Men who give up on traditional work often find that starting their own business or working as a freelancer provides more freedom and control. According to a report by Upwork, 36% of the US workforce is now engaged in some form of freelancing, and the numbers continue to rise. Reinvention isn't about abandoning work, it's about finding the right path. By exploring new opportunities, learning new skills, and networking, men can build careers that are more aligned with their passions and values. The future of work is wide open, and the possibilities for reinvention are endless. If you've found these strategies helpful, be sure to subscribe for more career tips and insights. The future is bright, and it's up to you to make the most of it.